Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video. So, I didn't think I was going to make this video because I didn't want to be accused of starting drama, but Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch up there done it first, so I can now talk about it and I'm not accused of starting anything. Praise be Marky Mark. Yes, if you don't know who this man is, he makes content for Street Fighter Duel. Go over, check out his channel, I will link it down there, including this video, so that if you want to go and watch his point of view, you can. But to be honest, I just want to talk about this situation and have a bit of fun with it, to be completely real. Yeah, so basically, Mark goes over this in his video. He basically talks about the fact that there's this insane Reddit thread. It seems to be the one person who's making all the threads. I don't really get it, to be honest. If you don't like a game, don't play it. I mean, really, that's the crux of the situation. Why invest your time making all sorts of threads? It's quite funny if you actually read the Reddit thread. I think Mark links it. Even people in the Reddit thread are like, dude, just stop. You're the only person making all these threads about this. I'm not going to show you who made the comment or whatever, because I don't really believe in someone being singled out for anything. But in this thread, there's just so much nonsense that doesn't make sense to me. Like, it really doesn't make sense to me. I'm not going to cover off the stuff that Mark already has, because he obviously spoke about how the creator program is basically, you can share your videos on Discord. That's it. That is the creator program. Here, you've got this tag, you can now post videos. Thanks. I mean, it's cool, like, don't get me wrong. Being able to do that is useful, because it might allow people who haven't seen your content before to click on one video leads to another video, all that jazz. Anyway, so that is the content creator program. Other games have different content creator programs. I'm not sure what Genshin does, but like Disgaea used to have one where you would be able to get some stuff if you were putting out a lot of videos. They never asked you to do anything for it. Dislight had a bit of an insane one, might still exist. I'm not bound by an NDA, so I think I can mention what it was. But basically, Dislight would give you tasks that you could do, and if you'd done enough tasks, you would get like rewards in game. By tasks, it was nothing really major. It was like, this is the new update. If you could make a video about this, so it'll count towards your tasks. Never asked you to say anything positive or whatever, but it kind of gave you a bit of direction, which I suppose sometimes it can be useful, especially if you're kind of struggling with ideas. And just generally, it was a pretty decent content creator program, but these things vary wildly. Like, they absolutely vary wildly. So this misconception that a content creator's out there making content on a game, they're advertising the game for that company, so they must be getting paid. It's just not true. Again, the reason why it's not true is because why would they pay you? Think about it logically, right? Just honestly, I know most of you people probably don't have this assumption, but think about it. If you're making content for a game, right? So you've taken your channel, you're trying to grow your channel, and you are using the game that you are playing to grow your channel. So, in this scenario, Street Fighter Duel, right? Why would they pay you to make videos that you're already making for free? Like, it was like Disgaea. I never once get sponsored for Disgaea. I used to look at people who would get paid money, cash money, to make videos promoting Disgaea, and I think to myself, hot damn, they've never given me a brass farthing. They've never given me a penny. Why is that? Why is it? I'm the biggest creator for this game, I'm constantly boosting this game, and they've never given me a penny, but they give all these random people who aren't even necessarily that big money. And then it dawned on me, why would they pay me? If I'm going to make the content anyway, why would they give me money for it? It's the same as this. Why would Street Fighter Duel, why would Crunchyroll, why would A+ hand someone who's already making content for free money to make content they were already going to make? Think about it. So if you're someone who actually believes the conspiracy theories that's being spun in this thread, yeah, I don't know what to tell you other than common sense would say no, right? But anyway, reading through that thread, there's only actually 2 creators named by name in that entire thread. If you go and read it, 3, right? But one of them isn't actually named negatively. two are named in a negative light, and it's me and Pain, right? And it's like we're being positioned as the biggest shills for Street Fighter Duel ever. And I'm like, hang on a minute. I'm not going to speak for Pain. If he wants to talk about it, he can, right? But I don't think Pain's a shill. But I'll speak for myself. I'm reading this and I'm thinking to myself, well, hang on. If I'm a shill, why did I make a video calling out issues with undisclosed rates? Why did I talk about potential scripting of pools and different types of banners like divination and all the rest of it? Just to note, no one ever wanted that taken away. We just wanted it to be disclosed, that was all, right? Anyway, I done that, right? I made a video talking about the fact that there was idle rewards being advertised late game that people weren't getting, so that was false advertising. I spoke about all that. I was like, at the point, the only one really speaking about it, yet I'm being named as a shill for the company. Makes no sense to me. Then talking about how we're now on damage control, making free-to-play accounts so that we can put out content to say how you can beat this, how you can beat that. I don't even do that. I don't do that. Like, my free-to-play series, I explained when I made the video that I'm starting a free-to-play series because on my main account, I'm bored. I can't do anything. I've hit a wall. If I want to move forward, I would need to spend money. I'd gain a level or two, then I need to spend money, gain another level or two. Why would I do that? Like, why would I do that? So I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start playing a free-to-play account. And I'm going to chart my journey. And by charting my journey, I literally mean having a video diary where I would post a video saying, this is where I've got to, this is how the account's looking, this is the milestones I've managed to meet in game. I've not said, this is how you beat this using a free-to-play. Or, oh my god guys, you don't need to spend money in this game. This is how far you can go. I've not done any of that. So it's like, where is this damage control nonsense coming from? If anything, it's more damaging because I'm saying that as someone who spent money on this game, I now have nothing to do. So for me to have fun, I have to use another account. If anything, to me, that is more, how do I put this, damning? Like, Street Fighter is a fun game. It is a fun game. But what I've come to realise is you're kind of punished for spending money. Like, you will get to a point where you're not going to progress, right? I mean, it happens to everyone, right? But you're not going to progress. And the only way you can progress is by spending more, spending more, spending more, right? So even like now, Akuma, right? If I could pull Akuma, he's not going to help me push on in content. I mean, maybe he'll help me gain a stage or two, right? So why would I want to spend like 500, 2,000, whatever it costs, pounds, dollars, I don't care. Why would I want to spend all that just to like inch forward a tiny little bit more? It's counterproductive. Like, it doesn't make sense. So I feel like me doing a free-to-play series is actually potentially shining more of a negative light on things, not intentionally, because I'm having to do that to have fun. So this whole damage control nonsense is just like, I don't understand where it's coming from. Like, it really does make no sense, and there is such unsubstantiated nonsense in that thread that it blows my mind that anyone even engages with it. It's like, in the opening post it says content creators are paid. Then within like 2 comments, someone else says, I've heard that content creators are paid and they're in meetings with Crunchyroll. Then the person who made the post, right, who claimed we are paid, asked if they could give him or her evidence that we are paid. Wait, so wait, you made the thread saying we were paid, but then you're asking people for evidence that we're paid. That makes no sense. Like, why did you make the thread in the first place? Did you literally just ass pull this? Did you literally just decide one day, you know what? I'm going to target content creators because, you know what? Of all the people to be angry at, those are the people who I'm going to go after. Why? Like, actually, why? What I've said all the time, anytime I talk about anything on video, is if you're going to be upset, if you are going to be angry about something, there's ways to voice your concerns, right? If you are an angry little man or woman who runs about the internet saying, "Oh my god, I hate this, you should never play this game, blah," nothing's going to happen. Don't play the game, because nothing's going to happen, right? People will not take you seriously. That's just what happens, plain and simple. If you go on to a Discord to give feedback and you decide to write, "This sucks," blah, 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 no one's going to pay attention, right? What you have to do when you give feedback on anything in life, take this as life lessons, you have to be calm, you have to be reasoned, and you have to be articulate in what you're writing, okay? So when giving feedback to a game, you have to say things like, "I'm not happy because XYZ, this is what I feel will be the outcome due to you, and here is some suggestions of what I think you could do to change it," right? Now you would only do that if you cared about something, right? If you don't like something, then move on. That's what you do, you move on. Like, yeah, I get it, you've invested money. Do you know what though? I hate to say this, it's your own fault, because really with games like this, you should see how they are going to be first. You should allow an event or so to come first, because once an event comes, you get a featured banner. When you see how they are going to operate on featured banners, you might be like, "Oh, hang on a minute, I don't like that, I don't like that," and then you wouldn't spend money. Whereas if the first featured banner comes along and you see, "Well, cool, this is low rates of pity, I don't need so many dupes, awesome, I'm going to summon on this," then at that point you can decide to start spending, because they've already at that point given you, they've showed their cards, so to speak. They've showed you what a game is going to be like. If you are a month one spender, when it's the standard banner, the standard pool, the units you're going to pull all the time, you are essentially spending money to get a head start for the first couple of weeks. People who actually wait and decide if they're going to whale on a different banner can actually sometimes get better like accounts because of that, you know. In fact, I know a lot of people that what they do is they'll play the game, then when the first banner comes out, they'll re-roll, and that's when they'll basically start to spend and stuff, because they've decided in their own head, right, okay, it's worth it, I like it, that's what I'm going to do, right? So if you spend before then, it really is on you as a consumer. Now, I'm not defending the company in any way, shape or form. I'm just simply saying you have to really reassess your spending habits in these games, or you will a lot of times face a situation where very quickly you realise, I don't like this, and more often than not you won't get your money back, so you have to just walk away. I've ditched games, I mean, yeah, like what was it called, I forget the name yet. It was one, like, you guys will know better, it's like a grid, Alchemy Stars. Yeah, Alchemy Stars. I went into that quite hard at the start, and then honestly within like a week I was like, why did I do that? I don't like this game, and I had to walk away from it, you know. It happens, you know. So you've got to take it in the chin. If you're going to be spending on games, you've got to take it in the chin. Like, honestly, this thread talks about your mental health. Like, seriously, if you're concerned about your mental health, you shouldn't be like making multiple threads on Reddit talking about how a game sucks, how this sucks, how that sucks, how content creators suck, how Crunchyroll sucks. Crunchyroll's not even making the decisions. They're not. Like, they're not. This license is more owned by A+ than it is by Crunchyroll. That's why A+ have all the regions and Crunchyroll has one region, right? Think about it, guys. But all the hate gets targeted to Crunchyroll because they're the biggest name, you know. Honestly, I don't think either of the two of them make the decisions. I think it's all on the developer. I've had history of this before, where the developers are the ones pulling the strings, making the decisions, and really the publishers just publishing, taking the flack. I'm not defending Crunchyroll because honestly, I'm not that invested in their history. I know that they've burned a lot of games, people are upset at them. Payne mentioned something about like Ninja Tribes. I know that they've recently done it with that Princess game and stuff like that, so I know that they've got history, and I can understand the fears that might exist around them because of that. But all I want to say is, if you're going to be upset at people, why content creators? We're just literally people who play a game, enjoy playing a game, trying to grow our own platforms. If these other creators are like me, I can't speak for them. I only cover games that I'm enjoying, which is why I don't have a lot of games on the channel, because I don't enjoy a lot of games. I don't do it for money. Money's nice, but if I did do it for money, I would play a lot more games, because that is how you make money. But for me, my number one rule is I must enjoy the game, and I enjoy Street Fighter, which I don't really get why. I've actually started playing, I'll show you guys if you can see it. I have started playing a different game. I don't know if you can see this, you might know what it is, like it's quite bright, but I'll see if I can like bring it up here. Started playing this AFK Arena because everyone said to me, this is a reskin of AFK Arena, and I thought, nah, it can't be. Totally is. Totally 100% is. I mean, like, I thought people were maybe exaggerating, but hot damn, it really is a reskin of AFK Arena. But the reason I'm still playing AFK Arena is because I'm trying to decide if I like the game or I like the IP. And so far I like the game, to be honest. I actually quite enjoy AFK Arena, and people are saying to me I should make content for it, but I don't know if I can. I mean, it's 3 years old. Like, it would literally be, watch this noob playing this game, you all know how to play, he doesn't, laugh at him in the comments. I mean, it could be an interesting video series, I don't know. But anyway, big shout out. More or less I've put this video out to give props to Marky Mark up there. He has left the Funky Bunch. He is now starting to grow up and make his own burger chain and stuff like that, but needs more eyes on his content. So I thought, hats off to him for having the balls to be the drama guy, even though it wasn't really a drama video. But hey, this community at times seems to say as soon as you make a video talking about something, it's drama. But yes, shout out to Marky Mark for that. If you want to check out his channel, I will link it in the little bit down below, called the description. Yep, check him out, go and subscribe, all that type of stuff. Oh, saying that, oh, he's going to shame me here. Just like, hang on. Sorry mate, didn't mean that, I've done it now. I've got a really terrible habit of that, right? I always forget, because I watch videos sometimes, they show up in my feed constantly, and I just instantly think, oh, I've subscribed, right? Oh shit, Mark, right, hang on, there you go. Don't want you thinking that I'm one of those types. So I've liked your video, and I've promoted you, and I've subscribed to your channel. I'm not hitting join though. No, nobody joins my channel, so I'm not joining your channel. But anyway, guys, this was just a kind of an addendum, an addition, an add-on to Mark. Go watch his video if you want more context on the whole Reddit saga. It's interesting. If you are the person that wrote that thread, no shade towards you. It might have sounded like I was throwing shade at this video. Didn't really mean to. It's just me speaking. I would say that the best thing you could do is just don't play. Like, don't play. I mean, if you don't like something, that's cool. You don't need to go on this crusade to make everyone else not like it. People have got their own eyes, their own brains, and they can make their own decisions, you know. And if they decide they want to continue playing, then let them have at it, you know. It's as simple as that. Anyway, guys, catchies. Peace.